when you experience a life that is somewhat it's the end of the world, but remember there is always a sun after the rain.
Hello, dear friends. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Book. And for today's guest, we have with us an edu author. So she is a teacher by profession, but she's not only that, she's also a coach and a trainer. She believes in the transformation power of education and she works tirelessly to nurture every learner's potential through writing and teaching. At siya nga ang author nitong book na hawak ko ngayon na nasa background ko din, Empowering Life Through Thick and Thin. Malalaman natin ang kanyang journey behind this book, what made her write this book, and sa sobrang busy niya because of based from what I've heard from her, di ba, nagchika kami nung kami ay sumuport sa isang author namin somewhere in Aguinaldo, Ifugao. She's also an entrepreneur. So, di ba, sobrang busy ng schedule niya as a teacher. May business pa siya. May mga businesses pa siya. At talagang nakapagsulat siya ng libro. And this is especially for those of you who are so busy with what you're doing in life. Ano kaya yung tip na pwede niyang ibigay sa atin that can help you write your book despite your busy schedule? So, dear friends, Ma'am Annabeth P. Fianza.
Hello everyone. Your friend Annie Beth on the screen for today. Just call me Beth for short. And I am a teacher at Bukas Elementary School, Bukas Buyakawan Bugis, Benguet. I'm teaching preschool learners or kindergarten. But during my free time, I am coaching those learners higher grades during their vacant time to play sports like table tennis, sipak takraw. We have badminton, and then we have other combative sports. So for that given talent or let's say skills, we deal with those learners, we deal with them. We will not just teach them on how to read and write, but we teach them how to be a friend to everyone. During those vacant time, let's say Saturdays or after class, I am doing my simple business, selling my own product like the Sophie Martin, composed of bags and wallets and cosmetics. But beside those business, we have also our own vegetable. We sell it during like a time, like kalabasa ni mother, like lemon ni husband. That's all for the business. So the greatest reward in writing this book, the one that let my other friends write their own. With this book, the title Through Thick and Thin, Empowering Life Through Thick and Thin. So this book, I am proud to write this book, or I am amazed that I am able to arise in writing this book. Because in every life situation, mapa estudyante, married or mapa family, married couple or whatever status in life, I mean, there's what to say, there's trials in life, that trials in your life is not a permanent. You have a trial today, but that is not a permanent until next month. You can win this trial or battles in life. So from the title of the book, Empowering Life Through Thick and Thin, I am able to write those ones. So instead of writing my whole story of through thick and thin, how I go to school, I went to school during my childhood days with no what's that salary of a parent, because my parents are both farmers, and we are we are one dozen in the family, and our parents cannot provide all our needs. So from that, I am I am the first degree holder in the family, and I am the first girl in the family. My four brothers are all boys, and they said it's a blessing that I was a girl because I'm a masculine type. Because I have four brothers and nobody will coach me how to fix my body, my hair because they are all boys. So my mom, even my mom, when I did not go to school, but they trained me.
Ngayon ko lang nalaman na you're 12 pala in the family. And you're the first degree
Yeah,
holder at that time, which
yeah,
makes sense. Which makes sense for you to be able to write this book. So kung baga, ang sinasabi mo dito is, yung mga natutunan mo, yung pagiging resilient mo, ay because of your experience din nung bata ka. Which is how
yeah.
you came up with this book. Diba?
Yes, ma'am.
Kids these days don't relate, ha, 12 sila. Pero usually kasi sa generation noon, like, 12 is one dozen, 10 is really uso noon talaga yung ganong big family. And usually yun nga yung, it's a lesson to, if someone, if you are in your teenage era watching this right now, thank you for coming here, and hopefully we'll really learn a lot. May mga marami talaga yung tayong matutunan from the era of before. Makaira. Hindi pa naman matanda si Ma'am Beth, di ba? Tanungin niyo siya kung ilang taon, but really we can learn a lot from them, not to take things for granted. Ma'am, di ba ngayon, like uso kasi yung parang, ay, kasi binigyan ka ng allowance,
Yeah,
binigyan ka ng ganito. We just take things for granted, not knowing that our parents before or mga nauna na sa atin, kailangan talaga pinaghihirapan bawat piso na kanilang allowance. Sa iba pa nga wala. Kasi ang
yeah,
baon, naalala ko, kamote. Like kamote. And then, yung mga ganon, yung mga life before.
yeah.
So, I hope you are getting lesson or two from this. Di ba? Parang pauna pa lang yan. Okay. Since nasimulan mo naman ang a little bit of about the book, your introduction, perhaps we can dig deeper into what made you write this book, specifically about empowering life through thick and thin, siguro. And isabay na rin natin yung book writing journey behind it.
Behind the book journey, it is hard to write an empty pages. But for me, I just think of life is like a roller coaster. Sa hirap at ginhawa, hindi tayo naka-steady or hindi tayo permanent sa hirap na yan. Remember those. When you experience a life that is somewhat it's the end of the world, but remember, there's always a sun after the rain. Lahat tayo ay busy. Busy sa kakain, busy sa kaliligo, busy sa barkada, lahat ng masasabi nating busy. But there is always a schedule.
Your schedule as a businesswoman, you still have time for your kids. Sinasabi mo nga nung nag-usap din tayo when we supported one of our authors, Aguinaldo Ifugao, you have time for your kids, you have time for sleep. Paano ka nagkaroon ng oras? Paano mo binigyan ng oras yung pagsusulat ng libro? Parang saan ka may na-sacrifice ka ba na gawain, or you just really intentionally made time for book writing specifically? Kasi alam ko sobrang busy din sa work eh. So paano mo naisingit yung pagsusulat ng libro?
Ang pagsusulat ng libro ay hindi hadlang sa lahat ng manunulat. Natulog na ang kapitbahay, wala ka ng kausap, magsulat ka. Pag pagod na yung isip, matulog ka. Mas magandang magsulat pagising mo sa umaga, madaling araw, 4 o'clock. Fresh pa ang
Mm.
utak, and then makakaisip ka ng maisusulat mo. Huwag mong
Mm.
ipilit na magsulat sa pag-uwi mo galing sa trabaho kasi pagod yung utak mo. Wala nang laman yan. Hindi na yan gumagana. You need to eat, sleep, and then wake up early. And that is your schedule. You are writing that one chapter, you can do it, or 2 pages. Next schedule, you need to have your schedule. But
So,
do not forget all. schedule are all fit for you. If you cannot fit for the early morning or madaling araw, then try to adjust. Kung hindi bagay sa yung madaling araw na pagsusulat sa sa paggising mo or during your free time, but be sure that you know also the chapter that you have stopped. That's all.
Ayun. So, talagang intentional scheduling. Hindi pwedeng, ay, saka ako na-inspire. Ma'am, sa case mo, is it evening ka or like pagtulog na ang everyone or morning sa'yo and your free time? Ano yung case sa'yo?
Sa akin, ma'am, ang face ko ay madaling araw kasi tulog pa yung mga tao, ikaw na lang mag-isa. Nag-iisip ka na doon.
There are people really, like my friend, na nagsusulat talaga siya tuwing gabi. Like, mas nag-work daw yung brain niya. Midnight hanggang 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Yung mga ganon. So, importante talaga. You have your schedule, sabi nga ni Ma'am Beth. And also, know your schedule, but make sure na sundin mo siya so be able to write your book. If there's one thing na gusto mong iwan sa mga, specifically for our teachers, who'd love to write a book someday, sa mga susunod pang henerasyon, ano yan?
Hello, mga kasama kong guro, yung aspirant na magsusulat ng mga libro. Kaya natin to. Magsulat lang tayo, magsulat lang tayo. Manunulat tayong lahat, pero ika nga, wala tayong oras. Mas priority natin yung ating trabaho. Kaya if you want to be a writer someday, just be it. That is a calling for you, another calling for you. Not only to teach, but you are a writer na. Like my other teacher, a songwriter, but it is not published. It is in a Kankanai.
Oh, that is so good. Maganda sanang i-publish din sa kasi legacy niya yun in a book. So, sobrang thank you, ma'am. In this super short span of time, I know super busy si Ma'am Beth. Actually, puyat pa yan galing sa Pasay sa kanyang biyahe. But she said yes to this agad. So, I hope we learned something from this. Thank you so much, Ma'am Beth. And we'd love to promote our upcoming Manila International Book Fair this coming September 10 to 14. Please be there because our authors from Bugyas, our educators, eduk authors, diba? Mga guro pero authors, will be there September 13 Saturday. So make sure to be there. Syempre, andun din yung kanyang book. If you just want to say hi, hello, drop by. Ayun, andun po sila. Andun po kaming lahat. And anything else that you'd love to promote, ma'am?
Yes. Do not forget that our book is available at Loo Bugyas Benguet. Just PM me or call my number 0946 96 19870 or my FB account. I just visit my FB account in Messenger during my break time. So if you have your message, just DM me and I can read that one anytime. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, thank you so much, dear friends, for joining us again for another episode. Iwan ko lahat. Okay. Ilalagay ko lahat ng link dito sa side, dito sa baba. Yung Facebook ni Ma'am Beth, you can message her anytime. Siyempre, sabi niya mag-respond siya during her free time. Facebook and also cellphone number. I'm going to drop that doon. Hindi sa comment section, hindi sa description. Doon sa, the moment she said the number. So, andun yun, abangan nyo. And plus, if you have questions specifically sa kanya, di ba, how she does things, okay lang Beth, mag-send sila ng PM if may questions sila. Paano ka nagtuturo, may negosyo, farmer na din, / teacher na din, / naging book author.
Can I include my boarding house?
Yes, please do so. Yes po.
I have additional income that is great blessing from the Lord. If you need boarding house in La Trinidad, you can find us at Upper mga La Trinidad Benguet. Just DM me or direct call my cellphone number. And here at Loo Bugyas Benguet, same. Just call my cellphone number. Room for rent specifically for student only. That's all.
Ayan. So, sige, ilalagay din natin yan dito. So, at least if you know someone who knows someone, di ba, sa area na to, La Trinidad. So that's room for rent for students. Ma'am, sa Wangal, ganun din for students lang.
Yes, pang matagalan. To follow na rin yung transient. Next year, yung transient
Ang galing. Di ba guys, mapapatanang na lang talaga kayo na paano nyo nagagawa yun? Simulan nyo na kasi. Because it's really possible. We really have just to allot time talaga. So, sobrang grateful tayo because nandito si Ma'am Beth. And for next week, ayan, kasi for the guest today, sabi natin, it will be one of our blind coaches, diba? Next week siya yung guest natin. She is literally blind from birth, pero nakapagsulat siya ng libro. In fact, ilalunch natin siya sa IFSU Nayon campus, sa main campus nila, this end of July. Put it here before we end. This is her book. I just received it from the printing press. Like, para siya nakakakita, pero talagang hindi. Kaya ako yung super na-amazed. And you can see, hindi siya braille book. It is a book that can be read by us na may nakakakita. So, it's sobrang amazing, di ba? So, anong excuse natin? Hopefully, her story as well will inspire you to just get out there, go out there, and reach for your dreams. Not necessarily book writing, but the dream that you have within you, you can achieve that. Kasi kung siya nga, ang dami niyang na-achieve, ikaw pa kaya. What's your excuse? So once again, this is Jay-Z and Kita Kids for another Behind the Book episode next week. See ya!